we moved on to making boats like this. So this is where we do the fertigation trials. So I'm standing right on a sump, and we fill the sump with bore water, and then there is a 3 HP submersible pump right inside this sump, and this is where the actual panel assembly takes place. Like I said before, we do all this under one roof because we wanted to ensure the best quality in this product, and we wanted to make sure every Grotron product that gets into any farm is of the highest possible standard. In terms of just building the motherboards themselves, I will show you how we evolved. This is the very first version of hand soldered motherboard, very basic motherboard, not much of functionalities. And then once that POC was successful, we tried making them into this. And then we also tried making one like this. And after all these efforts, this was the first commercially launched motherboard. First motherboard that went into a commercially launched product. And this has basic capabilities of sensing the soil's moisture and the temperature of the soil, and also the ambient temperature and ambient humidity, and yet operate 4 valves. So that is a limited capability this motherboard had. And then we evolved into the second version. So basically, there is no big functional difference between the first and the second version, except that we made some ease of use. In the first version, everything had to be screwed in, and in the second version, most of the connections can be just plugged in. And we increased some sensing abilities. We were also able to make some fine adjustments in the battery. We were able to make the battery live much longer than what it was in the version 1. And then came version 3. In fact, version 3 we just launched in July 2023. So the difference is that for the batteries in the version 2, you'll have to tie it up, and now we have battery holders. And the electronics was completely revamped to be more efficient, more power efficient, and incorporate many more operations than the version 1. For example, this one can do 2 EC and 2 pH sensing. And similarly, we developed a board. This is the one that will be in the field, connecting 2 valves and many sensors. The number of sensors ability was increased in the current version, version 3. So the version 3 sensing ability is far more than that of version 2. And the battery life has been increased so much that in our testing environment, one fully charged battery was able to work continuously for about 14 and a half days. And we expect in real time, once it is installed in the farm, when it is exposed to sunlight and heat, it should still be around at least 6 to 7 days. So as part of building of version 3, we came out with many boards. This is a energy monitor, and this is actually meant for ultrasonic sensing. And if you can see this, we made a modular board. So a lot of wiring has been avoided because of this. And the objective, why we made almost all the connections screwless, is because we want to take this as a do-it-yourself kit in the near future. Therefore, most of, if not all, most of them have no screwing at all. In fact, I just now noticed that there is absolutely zero screwing. It is only push-in type. Therefore, do-it-yourself is a possibility with this version, and we will shortly experiment with do-it-yourself with a few farmers, and if that succeeds, that is what we are going to do in the future. And this is also part of the version 3, but this is a low-cost version, and which is why you can see all of them are still have screwed connections. There's a huge cost difference between screwed and the push type, which is why for the low cost we retained the screwing types. While when we started off, like I said, this is how we did hand soldering. But then later we moved on to making boards like this for experiments, and sometimes like this also, large boards we build for experiments. So this is where we do the fertigation trials. So I'm standing right on a sump, and we fill the sump with bore water, and then there is a 3 HP submersible pump right inside the sump. And what you see behind is a fertigation unit trial. So we are basically developing now a low-cost fertigation machine. So what you see is towards that, and in fact this is actually fitted with the ultrasonic sensing and also blower to mix the tanks. So every fertigation machine that has come out of Grotron, gone to the market, has basically originated from this spot. So this is a PCB assembly area. Let's see this. So this is where we keep the components, and you take the components from here and place it in the pick and place machine, and the machine will actually keep all the components on the board. Now we'll see how it is done. This is a paste station, so he's going to apply paste on this board and then keep it on the pick and place machine. So now all the components have been placed. So we'll take this board and keep it in the oven. Now the fully soldered board is coming out of the oven. So we saw the PCB assembly in the ground floor, and this is where the actual panel assembly takes place. Each motherboard goes through a functional testing, and for each motherboard there are different test beds, and this is one of those. So he's going to actually test one of the boards that was just assembled. A lot of people have questioned us, why do we operate from a residential place? Actually, this is a residential converted into commercial building. We were looking for a commercial space when we actually came here, but then somehow we got this place, and we started liking this place because it has a small plot where we can try. So there are 8 beds here. So what we do is we use these beds to grow some crop in precision farming methods. And on one hand, we try to improve the precision farming itself by the observations that we get in this place. And second, we also use the same inputs to enhance our products also. So it's a good place where we have the building people and also a place to experiment right in the office. So we saw how our patented technology, which is Grotron, is getting designed, developed, and produced in-house, and also assembled and tested in-house. Like I said before, we do all this under one roof because we wanted to ensure the best quality in this product, and we wanted to make sure every Grotron product that gets into any farm is of the highest possible standard. I hope this video would have given you an idea about the best quality that we try to maintain on every Grotron product that we manufacture and take it to market. And if you did find this video useful in any way, please do share this with your friends. And if you would like to get immediate notification of any video that we upload in the future, do subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much, and see you in another video shortly.